Hey guys, I was trying to make a live video a minute ago, but then I must have clicked the wrong button or something because I'm not very good with technology. But yeah, I just had a couple of thoughts about some comments that I heard from people who like Trudeau the other day, because you know how Trudeau's always on our mind, being Canadian patriots. Anyways, the thoughts I had, and from what I heard from people who support him, for the most part from the women, it actually is the fact that he's a good-looking guy. That's all I seem to get out of women. Whenever I ask them, but why do you support the guy? They always just seem to say the same thing. They always seem to say, but he's good-looking, oh my god, he's great. And I mean, yeah, I mean, he might be good-looking, he might be, you know, he might seem friendly, right? But I'm telling you that this guy is bad news, because just because he's good looking doesn't mean you should believe everything he says, or just take it for granted that what he's saying is a good thing. Especially when you don't even fucking look up the things he's saying. You just seen a photo of the guy talking, or a video of the guy talking for 2 minutes, and him saying, we all need to unite, we all need to be diverse, and it just sounded fucking too friendly for you to not like. Because it's simple, right? The way that he comes across is so simple. And it just sounds like he puts it in a way where if you disagree with it, you're a terrible person. That's not the case. Like, a lot of people give me tons of flack for being a Trump supporter, but realistically, if they were gonna look at Donald Trump's life, this man's done so much for charity, and he legit doesn't give a shit about the color of your skin. I don't get where people are getting this from. Donald Trump cares about the color of your skin the same way that fucking Trudeau does. Doesn't give a shit. It's just all about the type of politician, the type of man or woman you want in charge. For me, I don't want somebody like Trudeau in charge. Anybody that fucking knows me, including some of the people that watch this, are probably just saying like, oh my god, Brandon, Trudeau, Trudeau, Trudeau. It's so true though, that he's a fucking cunt. He's terrible for our country. He's terrible. Do you not realize that he said that he will debate and he will go up against anybody that says terrorists shouldn't get to keep their citizenship? This is the shit you guys should care about. Not the fact that he's good looking, not the fact that he's chill or he's gonna legalize weed, bro. A lot of people think I'm a hypocrite because I don't like Trudeau, because anyone that knows me knows that I smoke pot. I don't base my entire belief system off of pot. If you do that, that's pathetic, to be honest. That's pathetic. My entire life isn't about pot. You know, as much as a lot of people are probably laughing at that, my entire life isn't about pot. That's stupid. It's ridiculous to base your vote off of pot, and that's the other thing. For the women, it was, oh, Trudeau, he's so cute. For the guys, it was, oh, I get to get high. You were getting high before he got in. You were getting your drugs off of the local guy. You know what I mean? There's nothing that's gonna change now that he's in charge, and you just voted in somebody who wants to fundamentally change Canada. And most of you probably have no idea what Bill M103 is. And you think, oh, Brandon hates the Muslims. I hate the Muslims. I don't hate anybody. Fuck off. I'm allowed to oppose an ideology. I'm willing to bet that a lot of people watching this video even, are atheists, right? You don't like the idea of religion controlling your life. You don't like the idea of a moral code that you have to follow, and if you break, you're supposed to do some form of repentance for it. You don't want any fucking consequences like that. So no shit you hate Christianity. No shit you're an atheist if that's how you feel. I, as a Christian, don't hate you for that. Criticize the shit out of my Lord. Criticize the shit out of my religion. There's not a whole lot I can fucking do about it. You know why? Because I believe in freedom of speech. And I don't think that you're a terrible person just because you think that the thing I believe in is fucking shit even. You're allowed to think Christianity is fucking shit. So why can't I think that Islam is fucking shit? That's realistically it. People all over the country right now, in Toronto Square. In the Toronto Square, this is the kind of Canada that you get under people like Trudeau. In the Toronto Square, they couldn't even have the Christian festival had to fight just to have a permit to be able to sing songs praising Jesus, because she said you were proselytizing. She said you can't proselytize. But at the same time, there's also a Muslim booth on Yonge and Dundas Square that hands out books telling you that it's okay if you beat your wife. I'm not making this shit up. You can Google everything I say. That's the frustrating thing about whenever I try and do something like this, whenever I try and talk to somebody about other things that are going on, first thing everybody fucking says is that I'm a racist. That's a horrible fucking thing to say. Go on, buddy. Sorry, I'm driving at the same time here. But it's a horrible fucking thing to say that I'm a racist. I'm a racist? You should see the fucking school I went to. White people were fucking minority at the school I went to. If I was a racist, I would have got fucking murdered a long time ago. Not that I haven't had people, like, you know, try and fucking murder me before. But I mean, hey, I guess that's just part of life in fucking 2017 Canada, getting fucking death threats and shit. You know that I've actually had conversations with real Nazis, helped to expose real fucking Nazis? I mean, you fucking people couldn't be any more funny. You think that because I'm so against Trudeau, and you think that because I like Trump, that I must be this big racist, I must hate fucking Mexican. I've met like a handful of Mexicans in my life. They all seem chill. I don't want the wrong people coming here. And this entire video is still about Trudeau, because I'm saying that I don't want the wrong fucking people coming here, and I'm just trying to lay down the law that I am not a fucking racist, and I keep seeming to get this fucking shit, even from people I grew up with. I go to the odd party, yeah, but some of the shit you say is racist, Brandon. Really? Is it fucking racist? Am I just too fucking smart, and is what I'm saying just too disturbing for you to fucking comprehend? This is your country, and it's fucking changing. It's changing. I don't know how long, like, have you been to Toronto fucking recently? You can go to Toronto, right? And there's certain areas that in Toronto, the majority is not people who are Canadian anymore, and obviously that means white, right? That wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't give a shit if the place was white people were a minority, if we could all just fucking get along. There's no problem with Sikh communities. There's no problem with the Jewish communities. There's no problem. But we're having a serious amount of friction with the Muslim community. It's just a fact. It's a fact that we can't get away from. We need to figure this shit out. And we can't figure it out by being soft anymore. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm just trying to promote Canadians being tough again. I'm a skinny fucking nothing. A lot of people go, oh, Brandon, I'll just knock you out. Yeah, you fucking can, but you can't beat what I believe in me. You can't. You fucking can't. Try, by God. You can fucking try. And hell of a time, because I guarantee you that they'll just keep getting back up until you fucking kill me. So I'm just gonna keep saying what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing. People like racist and think that they're gonna stop me. As much as you think that you're gonna fucking shut up people like me and my boy Stephen Myatt, my boy George Massad, you think you're gonna shut down groups like the fucking Proud Boys? You have another thing coming, man. If you think that you're gonna shut the JDL down, you got another thing coming, man. All these groups are a direct result of the fact that people like Trudeau have all of the power. People who are just regular Canadians, regular citizens of any country in the Western world right now are all being shut down. We're being run by globalists. And Trudeau is part of that globalist agenda. And it's not an Alex Jones conspiracy theory anymore. It's the truth. It's the truth. Justin Trudeau is a globalist. The only reason why he's got the seat that he's got right now is because he wants on the UN. That's it. At the end of the day, he wants on the UN. He's using us. He doesn't believe in Canada being a proud Canadian country. He thinks that we should join the globalist movement. He thinks that being Canadian is just the same as being like from fucking Cambodia or something. It's not the same shit. We should be proud of where we're from. It's not a race thing. It's about Western society. We need to be proud of it. We need to get back to being proud of it. We're not proud of it anymore, and that's why our society's decaying. And to be honest, it's mostly white people's it's mostly our fault for letting it get this way. We let our society crumble, we let our society decay, and then we sit around and we do a whole lot of fucking nothing about it. We fall into this perverted culture. I mean, so many people nowadays, they're just, the idea of finding like a partner, a relationship or something like that, it's just out the fucking water. There's no trust anymore. Our society has become, like I said, that's the best word for it, probably perverted. People are going, and I'm sorry to say it, but it's true, with all this transgender stuff being passed as the norm, that's another thing that's hurting kids' minds. Like, kids can't be taught this shit too early. This is all part of this liberal, like, it seems to be like all the dots seem to connect, right? Like, whether it's the education system where they want to teach your kids about things that they shouldn't know about a lot too early. And then there's other things about the pride of your country. Like, they just teach us that our entire country is literally based off of genocide, murder, and rape, as if we're literally this horrible place that just came over here and we genocided people. Canada's got a long and complicated history, but I can guarantee you that if you picked up a textbook, and I mean like several different ones, don't just be biased, I guess, and read one, but if you read several different accounts of what happened in Canada's history, it's a lot more complicated than people coming over and just murdering people or people attacking people. That's not how it went down. It was a very complicated battle and war that wasn't always bloody. There was a lot of good things that were fostered between Native, French, and British. We founded this country. Those three cultures founded this country. And we all need to focus. We got our own division issues between Native, British, and French. We got our own divisions that we need to sort out, and we need to come together and feel proud to be Canadian. We need to put aside all of the old fighting, And we need to make sure that we reinstill pride in our culture, because we're going to lose it to this globalist. We're going to lose it to this globalist agenda, where everywhere is just the same. Don't be proud of your culture. Everyone's got a culture. All cultures, a lot of them, they're all beautiful. They're amazing. But why can't we all be proud of our each unique individual cultures and then still respect one another? Why do we all have to merge into one? And I'm not talking, and people will say, oh, so he's against race mixing. That's not it at all. I don't care about like I said, I don't care about race. It's fucking stupid, anyone that thinks that I do. You're taking one thing or two things that I say and putting it totally out of context if that's what you're doing. I love all different kinds of people. Just because somebody's right-wing, you know, the Trudeaus of the world would have you think that Kelly Leach or someone like her, she's a monster apparently. You hear what he said? He said, you think someone like her should have a platform? When you have the Prime Minister of Canada saying somebody that's like perfectly reasonable, in my books anyway, she's perfectly reasonable, the shit she says, even though I'm not her biggest fan, because she talks like this, and I'm not a fan of that. So that's why I don't like Kelly Leach, to be honest. I like her, but I don't like this talk. Why would you say that she doesn't deserve to have a platform? That's stupid. She deserves to have a platform. Anybody with a different political opinion, everyone deserves to have a platform, unless you're a straight up, like unless you literally want to bring Nazism to Canada, or unless you actually want to be like a hardline communist. But even still then, you have your freedom of speech, you know? And if you want to do that, I mean, I just hope that the people fucking shut you down. But at the same time, I don't wish violence upon anybody. But it's getting to the point with groups like Antifa, where the government isn't coming out, and the government is not supporting us. And it's getting ridiculous. The government's coming out, and even groups like in the police are saying, I wasn't aware there was a huge rally on the Hill the other day of people that were fed up with Trudeau. Yeah, they were. The police were there the whole time. I seen them. So we need to work together with our police, and I noticed a lot of patriots slagging off the cops. You can't go there, guys. We ain't gonna get through this without the police, without our Secret Service, without the people in the government. I mean, we want smaller government. I'm not for big government. Like, I'm a conservative, but I guess I'm starting to become a little bit more of a libertarian nowadays. But anyways, yeah, my little rant about Trudeau is pretty much almost up. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous what people are saying, that you don't deserve to have a platform. People that say that Trudeau is so great. I mean, if you think he's great, it's great, but I can't get a reason out of a woman that likes him outside of the fact that he's good looking. We need more than just that, ladies. Come on, you know? And then from the guys, we need a whole hell of a lot more than, I voted for him so I could smoke weed. Like, who gives a shit? I can smoke weed today. It has nothing to do with Trudeau. You can smoke weed. It has nothing to do with Trudeau. You know when the government gets their hands on weed, right? You know that it's going to be fucked. It's going to be like alcohol, right? You know, voting for this legal thing wasn't the best thing that you should have done. If you really did. If it was for the pot, then you still fucked up voting for Trudeau. Because Trudeau, he wants the pot to be in government hands. Guess what the punishment's going to be if you grow and smoke your own dope after it becomes into the hands of the government? It's going to be like the LCBO. How many bootleggers are there today? How many people are there trafficking alcohol today? Zero. They shut down the competition. Oh, you like that? Zero. They shut down the competition completely. And the punishment, like if we were gonna go bootleg booze and like moonshine and shit like that, it's illegal. They'll take it from you. You can't make a profit off of that. Why didn't they just decriminalize it, make it like a herb so that people could grow it in their back garden and sell it at their convenience store? Like, it should have just been made a herb. And even still, that's the reason why you voted for this guy. So for the women, we got he's good looking, and for the men, we got the dope. And you never mind the fact that he's completely ashamed of Canadian culture. He's almost like a Quebec supremacist in a way, because earlier in his political career, he said, oh, well, I'm not saying that we're the best, but if you look at everyone who is the best, it's from my province. So he is a bit of a supremacist when it comes to one side. And he said that Quebecers, frankly, are better. Or Quebecois, frankly, are better a long time ago. There's several things that just should have stuck out before we let this guy in. But people didn't want to listen, and people wanted to vote for the cute guy. He's like total globalist. The guy's going nuts at the UN. It's just making us look so stupid. He's showing his pink socks, for fuck's sakes. And other people are trying to talk about serious matters in the world. And we got a guy over there taking selfies and fucking, it's unbelievable. Doing planks and say, hey, look, I do yoga and shit. Oh my God, man. For real? That's what we got for a PM. At least, you know what, if you didn't like Harper, I mean, at least the man stood tall for fucking Canada. At least the man didn't act like a fucking goof. This is getting out of hand. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I would love if anybody watching this could like share this or get it out there. I want a reason from a woman outside of the fact that he's good looking, why he's good for our country. And you know, if it's because he's good looking and shit, then oh my god, that's so sad. And then for the men to vote just because of pot, that's fucking sad. I mean, I smoke, but that's sad. You don't vote, you don't base your entire beliefs, hopefully, off of the drugs you smoke, right? I mean, I don't know. Canada just seems to be a bit of a lost cause when you look at the government these days. But the people, slowly but surely, the people are really starting to pay attention to what's going on. They're really starting to rise up, and it's pretty inspiring whenever you see people get together and start making plans about what they want to see for the future of Canada. Because for too long, the left have been making plans and implementing those plans upon us, even violently, you know, with groups like Antifa. They've been telling us, you will be diverse, whether you like it or not. Well, now that I'm starting to notice our side of the fence, it's an awful lot more diverse than the all-white kids wearing the fucking masks that come out to attack us, you know? I know people from all over the world now through going to these events and through going to rallies. I've met people who have escaped from all over the world. Our crowd is a lot more diverse than the left-wing crowd, let me tell you. The left-wing, it's all full of white people who are bitchy liberals who literally do nothing but go to university. They take some fucking gender course, some social studies course or something like that. One of those type courses, it always is, which those courses aren't necessarily bad if you're gonna fucking actually learn, but the gender studies one, yeah, fuck off. Maybe the social one, I don't know what you're gonna fucking do with that though when it comes to life, other than be a social worker, but it tends to be that a lot of the times that those people go to offer people help, like they come at it from like a biased angle as well, right? But I mean, the left have been able to openly plan and plot about what they perceive to be the way of the future, and they're allowed to physically implement it upon people. They're literally attacking people. Like, I mean, I know I've got fucking friends that have been attacked by these people because we're racists and we're Nazis, but then half of the crowd that we're standing beside are all people from fucking foreign countries. Got friends, there was one guy who's from fucking Trinidad, there was another chick, she was black, there was another guy over there, like there was an Asian family over there giving those communist white kids the finger, these socialist white kids the finger. The Asian family on our side could not stop giving the socialist morons the finger. Hey, what's going on there, bro? Anyway, yeah, they could not stop. And you were there for that, Eric? Yo, there's this family of Asians, and we were on the hill, and the communists were standing on the other side. And the Asian family could not get over the fact that these white kids were so stupid that they were holding flags from their fucking country where they had to escape from. So it's just so sad to see Canadians voting for things like weed and oh, he's good looking, and then falling into beliefs like socialism and communism. This is all down to like, and Trudeau being elected as the culmination, it just goes to show you, it just goes to fucking show you where our youth is at and where people my age is at. I almost feel ashamed to be my fucking age because there's so many people out there that literally just voted for weed and for the fact that he's good looking. That kills me. That fucking kills me about Canada. I love my country. I'll never stop loving my country. I'll die for... So yeah, I don't know if my thing just cut out there, but I'm pretty much gonna sign off, guys. This is my first live video, so I know it was kind of all over the map, and I'm just literally doing it for like 5 minutes at work. But yeah, once again, just like to say, extremely disappointed, and would love to hear a reason why women voted for Trudeau other than he's good looking, and would love to hear a reason from bros that it wasn't for pot. Just one fucking reason outside of them, because I've been asking around and I can't find any other reasons than that. So that's realistically it. So proud of your fucking boy. You know, I'll make another live video soon, and maybe it'll be a better one. Who knows? My phone's kind of dying too. All right, take it.